Well, thank you for joining me today. I want to share something with you, but if you don't listen to this whole video, you will not. You're going to never find out the reason why I am so firm. I'm such a firm believer that a renewed mind will change your lifestyle. Look, a couple of weeks ago, I told my son, he first of all, he is very interested in drifting cars. You know, you seen those cars go around the track and they drift to the side, and two of them they drift together and the smoke and all that kind of stuff. He loved that kind of things. And one thing I told my kids, I'm not going to get in the way of your dreams and your goals. I'm here to support you, especially if it's something that is not threatening to your success in life. If it's not life threatening, I'm there to support you. You might say, well, okay, but car racing or drifting is dangerous. I'm talking about on the tracks where the professionals are doing it, and they're doing it in a safe way, where the cars are built to specification, where they are secure. They have all those bars where they call the cage, and you're well secure. I'm not saying that things can't happen, but there is a better safety record there than to just put something together and go out in the street and drag race. So he loved that. And I always want to support his dreams. But life, working, doing things at work, putting in some long hours, coming home, have to work on my kids, sometimes their car, their brakes, cut grass, all these different things that you have to do. And studying, want to make some videos, all these add up to the long hours of the day that you have to put in, and you get tired. And I did, to the point that I was kind of like lollygagging as far as ordering the tickets. And my wife came one night. I was laying down getting ready to go to bed because I know I have to get up early that morning, and she started to talk to me about she asked me, did we get the tickets? Is my nephew going with me, because he wanted to take his son too? And I was like, no, we haven't decided yet, because I'm looking at the time that I'm working. I'm feeling tired. I want the weekend to relax and just do some other things that I want to do. And this is one of the reasons why I told you guys, this is why I'm so sold on this. A renewed mind, it will not just change your life, it will change your lifestyle. It will help you to see things from a different perspective. It will help you to see, for me, for example, it helps me to see my wife as that helped me. It helped me to see my wife as my teammate. It helped me to see my wife as my best friend. It helped me to see my wife as that partner, the one who have my interests at heart, the one who want to see me succeed in life. It helps me to see her from that perspective, and not seeing her as, well, you're the woman of the house and you got to wash and cook and clean, whatever I say you got to do because I'm the man of the house. I've heard those things growing up. And I've seen where people have lived their life, take that they have experienced, that they have seen, and bring it into their present relationship and begin to live their life like that. And guess what? So much turbulence in that relationship, it falls apart. It falls apart because one thing, it says, when I was a child, I think and I reason as a child. When I become a man, I put away childish things. They begin to take the childish things and bring it into their relationship. Now they become a man. Now that they become a man and have their own family, their own relationship, they took the things, the negative things, the things that didn't benefit them. Matter of fact, the things that didn't benefit the ones who they were looking at, the one who they mimic, the one who they use as an example, their relationship was messed up. And you take that and you bring it into your relationship. And here your relationship now is messed up. See, when you was a child, you think and you reason as a child. When you become a man, you begin to look for things that would benefit you. You begin to research. You begin to study. You begin to analyze things. You begin to do whatever it takes to find the truth in the things that you're looking for, or the things that you're about to embark on that journey, so that you will have the right tools to implement the things that you're doing, so that it will be successful. So as I begin to renew my mind, I begin to see my wife in a different way. I begin to see her as how the Creator gave her to me. As they say, I've given you a wife. Man should not be alone. It is not good for a man to be alone. He give man a helpmeet. He give man that wife. The man who findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtains favor from the Creator. So this good thing, which is my wife, began to talk to me and remind me of the tickets. And she began to remind me, she said, he was looking forward to this. He really wanted to go to to that show. He wanted to go to the car show. He wanted to go to the race. He wanted to see the drag race. He watched it on TV all the time. But I wasn't, not that I didn't want to go, but I felt like I wanted to relax that weekend. And I was trying to, hoping that he would, hoping that he would forget about it, but he didn't. And he began to feel a certain way. And my wife went ahead and she ordered the tickets. I told her, okay, go ahead and order the tickets. And she went ahead, she ordered the tickets, she prepared the snacks and everything. And we got our umbrellas because it was gonna rain a little bit that day. We got the carts that we could put all the things in and drag them from from the car to the seats that we're gonna sit in. And we have everything. She put all that together while I was at work. And I was coming home still with a kind of heavy heart, like, I'm tired and I didn't want to go and so much. I'm not saying it to them, but in my heart, I'm being honest. I didn't feel like going. Didn't feel like going. I began to think about my integrity, my words. I give him my word that I was going to take him. We have the date. We've been looking at these tickets. We've been looking at the schedule and all these different things concerning the drift racing. And when that time come, even though I was feeling heavy, I made up in my mind, I'm going to go. I begin to think and I begin to kind of prepare myself, prep my mind. I'm going to have a good day. I'm not going to complain. I'm just going to go. I'm going to smile. I'm going to make sure that he knows that I'm here to support him, that he knows that I want him to have a good time. And we went. Sometimes you have to step out of your comfort zone. Sometimes you have to override that feelings. Sometimes you have to go beyond, like they say, reach beyond the break. Yes, you're tired. Yes, you want to stay home and relax. But here is another thing that will give you that boost of energy. Think about the memories that you guys are creating. Years from now, he gonna remember that dad and mom take him to his first drift race. His first drift race. He'll never forget that. Matter of fact, he got autographs. He got pictures. He got so many videos that he made. There's so much things that he has done. That day, that whole day, we spent that day we got up 6 o'clock in the morning. We didn't get home until midnight that night because we wanted him to have that full effect. And I can't take credit for all that. I have to give credit, some of the credit to my wife because she's the one who went online and ordered a ticket, get everything, put everything together because I was lollygagging. I was like dragging my feet. I was procrastinating because I was thinking about myself being tired and all that. And yes, that could be a valued, a valid argument. Yeah, you work long hours all week and you've been getting up early and coming home late and still doing things at home. But still, when you think, about the end results, that sometimes can give you, like I always said, think about your why, the reason why you're doing it. When you think about your why, it will give you that boost of energy to go. And as we went, we had such a wonderful time. Man, I watch it on TV. Every now and then he watches so much, and I used to sometimes I want to spend some time with him. I go and I sit down and I watch it with him. I go sometimes when he watching it and I'm doing something, I glance over. But to be there in person, oh my goodness, it is totally different. These guys are talented. This is a gift that you can drive and make a car slide for so long close to one another. And sometimes they made a little mistake and touch. But I'm telling you, for the most part of it, these guys, I mean, the confidence and the courageousness of these guys, it will make you think about your life. It'll be like, wow, I had such a wonderful time. And I feel so good now just to know that my wife have stepped up and got my back and helped me to maintain my integrity. She helps me. She went and she get those tickets, organized everything, and then we go get in the car, yeah, go up there and enjoy that. When you renew your mind, it will change the way you see life. It will change the way you see yourself. It will change the world in which you live. When you begin to, or when you used to tell yourself, I can't, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Look, the answer sometimes is right there in front of your face. So many men, so many of us have bring the old into the new. We take the old, like they say, you can't pour new old wine. No, listen, you can't pour new wine into old wineskin, or it will destroy it. Sometimes we bring all that old negative atmosphere into this new relationship. And sometimes we heard what mom and dad, we have seen the way he lived, not to say, well, they're bad people. They just was living what they know. And they bring that in, instead of talking, the argument, or I've heard some people, I'm the man in this house, you got to do what I said, and all these different things, and quoting the scriptures and misquoting the scriptures and twisting things upside down. And things begin to get so bad that the help that you need, that is right there, that you can draw from, the resource that is right there, you never see that because you're focusing on yourself, that you are the man of this house and the position that you have. And instead of seeing the teamwork that can take place when the two come together, how things can be so better. Things can be so better. Sometimes we listen to family, friends that telling us, oh, you shouldn't let her do this, and you should have this, and this, you spend your money like you want to on all these different things, and cause division between that couple because they are accustomed to live a certain way and they think that's the right way. And they're telling you over here to do this and to do that. And guess what? If you do it over here, you're going to get the results that they're having over there. And look at their life. We're not bringing them down or talking about them, but this, you got to understand this. This is your life. This is your destiny. This is your future. If you don't take the time to analyze it, if you don't take the time to look at their life, you're going to get the same results and you will be just as unhappy as they are. But if you want different in your life, whether it's your friend or not, be honest about the whole situation and you better analyze it, better look at it. You better see what example, you better see what cup you're drinking from, or else you're going to have the same results. Does that make any sense? It doesn't mean that you hate them. You want the best for your family and you want them to have the best for their family too. But on both sides, you got to make the choice. They got to make the choice. You got to make your choice because you got to live with it. They got to live with it. I say, as a man, when you begin to renew your mind, when you begin to step outside of your comfort zone, like I did, this was my first time going to a drift racing. This was my first time stepping out of my comfort zone. And I enjoyed so much. And I met wonderful people, wonderful people. I'll talk about that in another video. But stepping outside of my comfort zone helps me to mingle with other people. It also helps me to create memories with my son. And it also helps me to see my wife as that help me that the Creator has given me, and to respect and to love her, to respect and to love her, and to accept her ideas, her opinion, not just mine, but to bring her opinion and to look at it. At least take a look at it, analyze it, and implement it, accept it, appreciate it, because they have good ideas as well. But when the two is bucking head and pulling against each other, guess what? Things becomes harder. Things becomes more difficult. And when you look back 5 years, it's like, man, I've wasted 5 years. If we could have just worked together, the opportunity was there. But because of the mindset that you have, because of that closed mindset, you just decide to let go or refuse to accept or to receive the help that was given. So again, here's the question. What can you do? Focusing on yourself. to make sure that you receive the help that your wife is giving you? Is your ego in the way? Is your pride in the way? What can you do? What can you work on today to make sure that you are receiving the help that you're given, and it clears the way to create those wonderful, wonderful memories for you and your family? If I didn't allow myself to receive, if I didn't put myself in the place to receive, if I didn't cast down those thoughts that was telling me, oh, you're tired, you need some time for yourself, and all these different things, if I didn't put those brakes, if I didn't put the brakes on those for that moment, I'm not saying that you don't need time, and I don't say that you don't need to take a break. I'm not telling you to leave your family and go to the UK or China or whatever to take a break. Look, you can have a little time for yourself at home. You can work it out wherever, however you choose to, and it work out and benefit the family. But I'm saying there's times when you have to put a brakes on those thoughts that will keep you from going, or to step over the things that is trying to hold you back at that moment from creating those memories, from supporting your family. For that one day, I could come home. I still have another day. I still have another day that I can rest and relax. I can take a day off if I want to, because I value that opportunity that I have to spend with him. I value the relationship that I have with my wife, that I'm not offending her in a certain way and pushing her aside and saying, leave me alone. I need time for myself. I value the relationship, my marriage, to the point that I would do what it takes to make sure that things work, to make sure that peace is there, to make sure that the love and the fire is still burning bright. But you got to remember this. If you don't put in anything, you're not going to get out anything, and you're not going to get anything back. And you cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot pour from an empty cup. So again, I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to like and to subscribe to the channel. Go over to at Nelson Robertson Senior HOH. I'm going to be dropping other videos there as well. I just want to make this video for the head of household so that you guys can see and encourage you guys that you still can step out of your comfort zone, even though sometimes you are tired. Look at your why. And I'm telling you, you will get a boost of energy just looking at your why, because you understand how important this is, not just to yourself, but to your family. Because sometimes we have to go the extra mile to make sure we do it on our job a lot. We do it with other people. There's nothing wrong with serving other people and giving your best. But what about your family? Are you giving your family the leftovers? Or are you going to find time? You're going to make time to make sure that you put in the time, you be there for your kids, so that when the time comes, they will remember, and they will look at you. They will look at you from your integrity, what you have given life, how you have support, how you have present yourself. They will look at you from that, and then they will say, wow, my dad, he's awesome. He is awesome. And you know what? They will be there for you. They will be there for you, and you will feel good about yourself, because you will live your life with no regrets, because you remember you have done your best. You have done your best. So again, until next time, this is Nelson. Love you guys. Don't forget to drop us a line and let us know how this video are helping you. Until next time, continue to renew your mind, because a renewed mind will not just change your life, it will change your lifestyle. And that's why when we plant a seed in the head of household, it does not, the head of household is not the only one that is being impacted by the seed, but the whole family will be impacted. The whole family will be impacted by the seed that we are planting in the head of household, because now they begin to see him as their hero, begin to see him as the man of integrity, begin to see him as as his true self, evolving and become that best version of himself, that his family can now live that blissful and happy life. Too many of our children are ending up on the street because of broken relationship. And that's why we are building stronger head of household, so that they can love their wife. When I say love, love your wife, respect your wife, honor your wife in the way that you should. and your marriage will be a blissful one. Love you guys. Peace. Until next time, we out.